how the apple didn't just fall on Newton's head, but on countless others. Apples had been falling for centuries, yet only one person paused, questioned it, and embraced the spark of inner curiosity. And when he did that, he didn't just change science, he changed the world. What if I tell you that the real difference wasn't the apple, wasn't the person, wasn't the situation, but the courage to listen to what stirred inside? Today I'm going to talk about that inner world that we all carry within ourselves and what happens when we choose to embrace it. Every one of us is born within a world of thoughts, feelings, ideas, emotions, fears, courage, and stories within ourselves. And when I say world, I mean a world as vast and as rich as the one we live in. But here's the shocking truth. Most of us spend our entire lives finding answers out there while remaining complete strangers to the one that actually shapes our lives. So, then we wonder why life feels so heavy. We know more about our phone settings than our emotional triggers. We know more about people's opinions than our own values. We know what the world expects from us, what the society expects from us, but we don't know what we truly want. Why? Well, today I'm going to tell you how your inner world is the place where your true power lies. Because think about it. Every invention that changed history, every idea that shaped the future, or every piece of art that moved millions, it all actually started inside someone's mind. Not a ready-made billion-dollar plan, but a tiny spark, a small feeling, or a small idea that they chose to embrace instead of ignoring. Today, my question to you is, have you ever stepped away from the noise and listened to the thoughts that actually dangle in your head? Let me be very clear here. Embracing your inner world does not mean escaping from reality. It means engaging with reality more intelligently. And when you do that, life becomes simpler. Not easier, let me be clear. It becomes simpler, not easier, but lighter. Because you stop fighting reality. You stop outsourcing your worth. You start thinking, why is this happening to me? And start thinking, what is this trying to show me? So, how do we do it? How do we embrace this world inside us? Most of us aren't even aware of it. Why? For most of us, it's fear. Fear that our ideas aren't good enough. Fear of being judged, misunderstood, rejected. Fear that if we look too closely at ourselves, we might not like what we find. So, then there's distraction. Let's be honest, life is loud. Social media, notifications, endless responsibilities. We fill every quiet moment with noise. We scroll when we're bored. We binge watch when we're anxious. We stay busy so we do not have to sit with our thoughts. And then we wonder, what is my direction? What are my values? Where do I need to go in life? So how do we do it? How do we embrace this world inside us? How do we find those answers that lie within? It's simpler than we think, but it requires something we've forgotten how to do. It requires us to pause, step away from the noise, and listen to your thoughts. So step number 1, observe yourself. Yeah, you would be a good observer, observing your surroundings, the people around you. But take a moment and observe yourself. Notice your thoughts, your emotions every day. Not judging them, not trying to fix them, just observing. This simple and small habit creates self-awareness. And let me tell you, I would tell the world that self-awareness is the foundation of growth. Secondly, express. Write, draw, create, build, sing, dance. Do whatever lets your inner world take shape outside of your mind. You don't have to show it to people. You don't have to be good at it. Some of the most powerful insights come from things that no one ever sees. Because the act itself is what matters to you. Third, reflect. Ask yourself the questions you've been avoiding. What are my fears? What am I afraid of? What are my values? What is my direction? What are my dreams? Except the ones you've been told to have. And then, finally, act with confidence. Let your inner world guide your choices, and even small actions count. Choose kindness when anger feels easier. Choose curiosity when conformity feels safer. Now, some of you might or might not be thinking, this sounds like self-help or something motivational or selfish. Well, let me tell you, observing yourself, understanding yourself, giving time to yourself is not selfish, it's necessary. Because when you understand yourself, you become more empathetic. You judge others less harshly. You see your struggle in theirs. When you understand yourself, you become more innovative. You stop copying others because you start trusting your own perspective. When you understand yourself, you become more confident because you understand that my differences are not my weaknesses, they are my strength. And when you understand yourself, you become more alive because you stop just reacting to life and you start shaping it with your ideas, with your thoughts. So today, I ask you all to think about all the people you admire. They didn't follow the world. They followed themselves. Steve Jobs trusted his inner vision and changed the way we communicate. Maya Angelou, she wrote from her inner voice and gave voice to millions. And Martin Luther King Jr., he acted from his deepest values and moved a nation. They were not superheroes. They were not superhumans. They just embraced their inner world and lived by it. So I invite you all to do the same. While you're constantly taking input from your surroundings, learning, absorbing, reacting, take a moment to pause and let your ideas take shape in yourself. First inside, then outside. Because the world is not changed by extraordinary people. It is changed by ordinary people who are shaped from within. Thank you.